Hi, this is Dr. Steve Clegg, and it's my honor to present to you the LivinitGlobal product presentation as we talk today about the many products that we have to enhance your healthier and more active lifestyle. But of course, before we go any further, let's talk about a couple disclaimers. Number one, the product statements and comments regarding the LivinitGlobal products have not been evaluated by the FDA. It is not the FDA's role to evaluate nutraceuticals, phytonutrients, nutritional supplements. The products we'll discuss are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Now, we're going to use words and phrases like may help or may support or potential benefits, not because we lack faith or do not have many testimonials of individuals with great results, positive results when they took our product, but rather we're following the strict guidelines that all nutritional supplement companies are required to follow. We're excited to talk today about LivinitH2O Plus. Questions that you should ask yourself is really, why does hydration matter? Are proper pH and minerals so important to understand for your long-term health? Well, let's take it and break it down for a little bit. Are minerals important to your health? Hopefully you've heard of Dr. Linus Pauling. He not only has earned a Nobel Prize, but he's done it twice. So as far as credibility goes, huge. Here's his quote: "You can trace every sickness, every disease, and every ailment to a mineral deficiency." So just kind of file that for future use, okay? Are minerals important to your health? Well, what about this pH, this acid-alkalinity balance? Does it really matter? Here's Dr. Arthur Guyton, and he says, "The cells of a healthy body are alkaline, while the cells of a diseased body are acidic." I love it when they don't mince words and they just make it as easy to understand as possible. So think about that question. Does acid or alkalinity really matter? So some of the symptoms associated with an acidic condition in the body. How about weight gain, insomnia, water retention, arthritis, migraine headaches, constipation, colds and flu, stomach ulcers, acid reflux, poor immune system, cancer, tumors? Does hydration matter? Drinking high quality, negative ORP, high pH water is very important for us. And really, LivinitH2O Plus is one of the only ways to get a negative ORP water. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about this ORP thing, because I know you've heard about pH and alkalinity or base, you hear sometimes, and acid. You've done your chemistry in high school and biology, and so you've heard about this pH thing. If you've got a pool or hot tub, you test for pH and alkalinity in your water. It's the same thing, but ORP, what's that? Well, we're going to talk about it. Water from your tap or even bottled water, very expensive filtered water, might get you and take out the toxins, but it won't do anything for the ORP. How does LivinitH2O water work? Easily. You put one tablet, just one small tablet, in any beverage, 16 to 20 ounces. I usually drink a 1 liter bottle of water, so I'll throw 2 of those tablets in there, and it starts to dissolve. It almost looks like Alka-Seltzer being put in the water. But you don't just water. I mean, could you put it in other things? Tea, milk, fruit juice. Really, so many liquids. But the healthiest of all, pure water. Put that in there to change and give you the benefits that we're going to talk about. So once one tablet fully dissolves in the water, the LivinitH2O Plus lowers the water molecule clusters and changes so that you've got this negative oxidation reductive potential. Sounds like a chemistry question, doesn't it? This is the negative ORP. If there's a negative ORP, there's got to be a positive ORP, right? And does positive mean it's good? Does negative mean it's bad? Well, we'll talk about it. LivinitH2O Plus will increase the uptake and absorbency of anything you consume with it, such as food and other supplements and medications. That's why it's so important. We tell people, if you start taking our H2O Plus water, and if you're on medications, please talk to your healthcare provider. Because what will happen is if it makes it more bioavailable, if it makes it so whatever you're taking gets absorbed more in the body, you might need less of that medication. We want you to make sure you're covered. Of course, less medication in your body is a good thing, isn't it? Usually means less money you're spending. So we're excited about that benefit of H2O Plus water. Let's talk about this ORP, oxidation reductive potential. Very simply, without boring you with the whole chemistry test, understand this. A positive ORP means the liquid has an abundance of oxidizing species or free radicals. So positive is bad. Positive means there are more free radicals. Free radicals go on and change cells, and the free radicals are thought to be the things that help cause cancer. So a negative ORP means the liquid is abundant in reductive species or antioxidants. Antioxidants are a good thing. So we really want the negative ORP. Which would you rather have? So even in the worst water, even in the dirtiest of water, we're talking the LivinitH2O Plus can change the water to a negative ORP. So you hear about other people going, hey, we've got high alkalinity water. We've got a system that can, through electrolysis, can do this. We've got this other machine that'll do this. Okay, fine. You can change the pH, which is important. It's so important. But what about this negative ORP? Really, if you think about it, ORP is critical to what we're talking about here. So here they've done a test. Very simple. You look at things like you're testing your water in your pool or your spa. That's going to test for pH. Then we have this ORP meter. It'll see the change. As I do a close-up here, you're going to see that the change in the ORP values went from a positive 54, a 154, so a positive ORP, that's bad, down to a negative 660. And the pH changed to an alkaline. So this LivinitUp Plus, very simple little chemistry test here, shows that this literally is a change in your water, both in ORP and alkalinity. So, it's important, again, without boring you, but this oxidative stress thing, there's been scientific research, and over 100 common diseases have shown that oxidative stress is a primary or secondary cause. So if we can do away with this oxidative stress, wouldn't that be a good thing? And it might be as easy as drinking the proper and correct water to help your body counteract the adverse effects of improper hydration that can lead to oxidative stress. So now let's look at the many benefits of having your body more alkaline. Each one of these that you'll see can stand on its own, and we can stop after each one, and that would be enough to take our LivinitH2O Plus product. The reduction of fatigue enhances the ability to perform physical labor and recover faster. Helps strengthen your bones and supports healthy joint functions. Helps minimize the risk of osteoporosis and arthritis. Helps support healthy blood pressure and blood sugar levels. Helps with acid reflux symptoms. Reduces the risk of developing kidney stones. Helps support healthy nerve impulses and promote healthy muscle functions. Supports healthy blood clotting. Helps with managing disorders such as hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. Stimulates the growth of bacteria in the stomach. Used to support healthy weight loss and constipation. Aids in the decrease of the body's ability to make certain kinds of fats. Now you know why we believe this should be a must in everyone's diet. So as we really think about things, does hydration matter? Well, LivinitH2O Plus helps you with your improved hydration and really helps to promote the function of organs and cells that regulate water content throughout the body, which is so critical. What percentage of your body do you think is made up of water? So in our LivinitH2O Plus, it combines bicarbonates for pH balancing. Included in that are 4 essential elements as electrolytes for the nervous system. Helps you boost in energy through ATP production, amino acids to strengthen protein synthesis, polysaccharides for digestive reinforcement, and improved osmotic balance from intensified hydration. So let's talk about this one by one. Bicarbonates. Okay, very important. You might have heard of bicarbonates before. Bicarbonate soda, it serves as a buffer against acid. That's why it's here. It serves as a crucial role in this buffering system that the body uses to help balance all fluids and organs. Bicarbonate is an alkaline, a vital component in pH buffering. So this is really important. See, if pH changes too far outside the normal range either way, it can prove disastrous. So the bicarbonate buffering system helps to maintain both intracellular and extracellular pH. So let's continue with boron. Boron is a vital trace mineral. It's required for normal growth of the healthy body. That sounds important, don't you think? Also very important in minimizing the risk of osteoporosis and arthritis. I could stop there and that would be enough for boron, don't you think? But it also helps cell membranes in the way they transmit signals across to other membranes. Helps especially with the metabolism of steroid hormones and also plays a role in converting vitamin D to a more active form. Potassium is another one of the essential elements, a mineral needed for normal body function. Potassium bicarbonate is a natural base and is used to neutralize. It's this buffering system that the body uses, but it needs potassium. Potassium bicarbonate can also help lower blood pressure and reduce the risk of developing kidney stones. Potassium bicarbonate works by replacing and maintaining the potassium level in the body. Okay, we need to talk about sodium. You hear about sodium and you think of salt and you think, oh, it's bad. Let me tell you, if you don't have the proper sodium in your body in the right amount, it's going to just play havoc with your osmotic balance. And if you're dehydrated, it's certainly going to push your body towards acidity. And we already went over that. Acidity is bad. So it works as an ergogenic aid. Now, what does that fancy term mean? What it means is it helps your body with the capacity for physical and mental labor, especially eliminating fatigue. So this extra bicarbonate, this extra soda bicarbonate, increases the blood alkalinity and has a buffering capacity, and also so that more lactic acid can be neutralized. Now, if you work out and you get that soreness the next day, that's that lactic acid in the muscles. We want to neutralize that, and so that delays the onset of the fatigue. According to the National Institute of Health, many Americans consume less than half of the amount of calcium recommended to build and maintain healthy bones. I mean, maybe past the age of 8 or 10, do we drink the milk that we used to? Are we taking supplements? And so we're not maybe getting that calcium that we need. It's especially important to get enough calcium as you age. Calcium is the most abundant mineral in the body, but it's essential for developing strong bones and teeth. Calcium also helps the heart, the nerves, the muscles, and other body systems work properly. It's probably the best known for its effects in preventing osteoporosis. I mean, how many of our senior citizens go through and have tests just to see if they've got enough minerals in the bones? They might be susceptible to osteoporosis. Could the proper supplement at an earlier age help with the minerals in the body so that osteoporosis is either delayed greatly in the body or never happens? Okay, now looking at drilling down a little bit more on the cellular level, calcium is used to regulate the permeability and electrical properties of biological membranes. That's a fancy term for cell walls. In turn, it's going to help control muscle and nerve functions, glandular secretions, body vessel dilation and contraction. Does calcium seem important to you after all that? Okay, now is magnesium. Magnesium is important to talk about. It's the fourth most abundant mineral in the body, but look at this. It's needed for more than 300 biochemical reactions in the body. So you might not think, well, magnesium, do I need that? 300, I'll repeat, 300 biochemical reactions in the body. Helps maintain normal muscle and nerve function. Helps heart rhythm steady. Supports a healthy immune system and keep bones strong. Okay, also critical here, magnesium helps to regulate blood sugar levels, promotes normal blood pressure, and is involved in the metabolism of protein synthesis. So again, could you do with any one of these not being there? I don't think so. Okay, and this is critical here. We're going to talk more about this in a sec. Magnesium, when you combine it with L-malic acid, it makes magnesium malate. Now, again, you might not have heard of that before, but this supplement's critical in helping the body manufacture ATP. ATP is your body's energy. Okay, no ATP, no energy. Okay, since we talked about L-malic acid, let's go into a little bit deeper. It's an acid, occurs naturally in acid fruits such as grapes and apples that you might eat. What's important to you because it plays a step in the Krebs cycle. You might again remember this from high school physiology, high school chemistry, biology. Okay, Krebs cycle is just one of those processes that your body has in developing in this chemical reaction to produce ATP. And ATP is essential. ATP is released in their body for all living cells to synthesize proteins, fats, polysaccharides, and nucleic acids. ATP assists muscle contraction. Again, no ATP, no life. As we continue with L-malic acid, think about nerve conduction, kidney function, secretions of hydrochloric acid in the stomach. Some more examples of what's possible with L-malic acid. But rounding up our talk on L-malic acid, understand that the most significant characteristic of this is its effect on metabolism and energy production, which of course plays a major role in muscle performance and reversing muscle fatigue, especially following an intense workout. Wouldn't that be nice to have less soreness the next day and be able to recover faster? This reduces tiredness and poor energy levels. L-leucine is one of the 8 essential amino acids that the body requires for the maintenance of protein and hemoglobin. Again, you think about protein or amino acids, with the protein, that's the muscle. That's what builds up muscle. That's what maintains muscle. Leucine is an essential amino acid, but what's important to understand is your body cannot make this on its own. It has to be brought in through dietary protein. So very, very important on what you're eating. But after the age of 40 or so, people gradually lose muscle mass because, again, amino acids, it's a breakdown of proteins. You need the protein in your body. You need the amino acids to create muscle mass, or at least maintain muscle mass. And suddenly you get up 40 and it's not as easy to keep those muscles, and you're starting to lose this muscle mass. And so what do? A lot of times it's thought to be the imbalance of this muscle protein synthesis, and a breakdown's involved. So you want a diet rich in this amino acid leucine so it can help prevent muscle loss that typically comes with aging. Okay, inulins are a group of naturally occurring polysaccharides produced by many types of plants. The thing to understand about inulins is they pass through much of the digestive system intact. Okay, all the way to the colon, really not broken down. They're not broken down to monosaccharides. So it does not elevate the blood sugar, and so therefore this can be really helpful in the management of diabetes. That's why inulin is used for high blood fats, including cholesterol and triglycerides. It's used for weight loss and constipation, so critical to have in our product. If you think about it, human beings are really walking bags of seawater. Processed salt is devoid of all essential minerals and macro